Well, welcome back, and let you get caught up on the past few days. So, on Friday night, I made it into Cape May, New Jersey, which is on the bottom part, a little point, rounded point at the bottom of New Jersey. Spent the night there Friday night at the Canyon Club Marina. Very nice marina. They are an AGLCA sponsored marina, so they give you a discount. Got up early Saturday morning, and the plan is to head out to Atlantic City. Well, of course, plans get kind of wrenches thrown in there. It was socked in so bad that I could barely see 50 feet past the bow of my boat. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to wait until maybe 10 o'clock for this fog to burn off. And the winds were predicted to kick up in the afternoon. So just then I hear a sport fish boat crank up right in front of me, a local guy. I threw the lines off, cranked up, and I got on his tail and followed him out. I must have stayed 50 feet on his butt and talked to him on the radio, so he led me out. Thank goodness for radar. This is the true definition of pea soup.
Yes, it's right off your bow, man, about 25 feet.
And thank goodness for that local knowledge to get out of that inlet. That was a real gift. Once I got out in open water, then of course radar took over, and it wasn't a big deal. I've been in foggy conditions offshore many times, and it only scares you the first time. So I left Cape May and I headed to Little Egg Inlet, which was a 42-mile run. Little Egg Inlet is the inlet right past Atlantic City. I decided to not stop at Atlantic City because it was Labor Day weekend, first off, and secondly, all the marinas were full and the anchorages were packed with fishing partying boats everywhere. It would not have been pleasant. So I went up to the Little Egg Inlet, found a nice anchorage in there. Again, it was packed full of Labor Day weekend boaters, but around 6 p.m., it was calm and quiet, nobody around. There are, I think, 3 federal land preserves around that area, so there's no houses, there's nothing. It's an absolute gorgeous place to anchor at nighttime. I left out of there Sunday morning, headed to the next or the last inlet before New York City, which is called the Shark River Inlet. So I left Little Egg Inlet, headed 55 miles to Shark River Inlet. There I came in, and man, I wish I'd had the cameras running. It was a beautiful run all the way until about 4 miles out. Boom! Fog again, socks in, couldn't see a thing. And I'm coming into the inlet, very narrow inlet, rocks on both sides, current, boats running back and forth, and there's a drawbridge right at the inlet. You can barely see the drawbridge. And the operator had people walking on the bridge, and the time it took for him to get it open seemed like an eternity. And I'm sitting there trying to hold it in the current and not run into boats passing me. And oh, that was fun. And then once you come into the inside of that, there's a big bathtub worth of like an S-turn, about a quarter mile or an eighth of a mile. There were 100 little local boats, all just sitting everywhere. People fishing and popping beers and playing their music. And they were just everywhere. There was no channel. There was nothing to go through. It was a matter of just bumping in and out of gear, trying to just bump your way through all these little boats. And nobody was moving. So they're all having a good Labor Day time, and I get it. So I finally made it into Belmar Marina, which is where I'm at now. And that was Sunday afternoon. Belmar Marina is very nice. It's close to the little town of Belmar here. It's sitting right here. But walk 1 block away and there's everything. Grocery stores and drugstores and, both CVS and Walgreens. There's barbershops. I got myself a haircut. I look like I'm 10 years old, right? Really needed a haircut. There are cafes and barbecue places, you name it. There's everything here. So it's a really great stop. I highly recommend stopping in at the Little Shark River Belmar Marina. People here are great. And that was Sunday night. Today is Tuesday. 3 days because of winds. Monday, Labor Day, we had storms, a complete massive lines of severe weather moved through. So that was a no-go. And of course, it was another day after that. Today, which is still pretty windy out. So they're predicting, if you can believe the prediction maps, that it's going to be 4 to 5 miles an hour out of the northwest, which would be perfect for heading to New York. So the plan is to leave here, a Little Shark River Inlet, and head to the Statue of Liberty, which will be a 42-mile run. So the plan is to head off early in the morning, and I want to park somewhere behind the Statue of Liberty on Anchor. I would love to be able to get that view at nighttime. I've heard it's going to be really rocky and rolly, but they say it's worth it. So I'll let you know if it's worth it or not. I hate rocky rolly. So that's kind of the plan. It may change. If it's too rough, I may bite the bullet and head further north. So currently it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, sitting at the marina. I'm going to take the rest of the day and maybe do a little cleanup on the outside of the boat, maybe do some washing. And then I'm going to crank engines at 5:30 in the morning. So I will see you then. This is the day, heading to New York City. Let's get going. Okay, I've got all the lines off except for this one holding me, and the current is going that way really fast. So I'm going to have to come out here, pivot, and my boat is almost the length of this whole waterway here. So I got to come out, pivot, and the current's going to try to shove me against those boats. I'm going to have to quickly go back this way. I'm going to go for it. All I can do is crash. Alright, this is the last line. There we go. And we're off. Oh lordy. And I got to make sure I clear with my dinghy in the back, which I can't see. And yes, I have a camera back there, but I was forgetful and didn't turn the monitor on up here. And I'm not going to focus on doing that while I'm doing this. Come on, boat. Okay, pivot. Come on, baby, pivot. Back up a little bit, pivot some more. We're pivoting, we're pivoting, we're pivoting, and we're gonna go forward quickly. Now we're gonna pivot some more. Crap. Come on, man. Getting close to those boats over there. My concern is the ass end getting close. Thruster time, thruster time. And it's getting close. It's getting close. It's pushing me over there. It's pushing me over there. Oh baby. Ah, I just cleared. Oh my goodness. That's too stressful. Oh, good morning. Turn the radio on. Turn this radio on. All right. Alright, so now I got to go through 2 bridges. Yeah, it looks like the train bridge is down, of course. So I'm going to have to sit here until it's, oh, no, it train's up. It's the next one over. It's coming down. I thought it didn't look right. Alright, so I'm going to have to sit here until the train goes through. This is the New York City subway train that goes above ground, below ground. It comes down here to Asbury Park and all that stuff, which is like right out here, and heads that way, and then goes back up to New York City to Grand Central Station. So if you wanted to do New York City, you could hop on the train right somewhere over here and take the train into downtown New York City. However, it does a lot of stops, and even though it's only like 40 miles, it's 2 hours and 15 minutes because of so many stops that it does. Alright, trying to sit still in this current is interesting because it's pushing me sideways and forward. There's yonder train. Oh no, and I got another boat behind me. And then another boat coming in front of me. That's gonna make it interesting. They say the rail bridge is opening up. Shit, I'm gonna pivot it around and beat feet. Yes, sir. And we're off. And with the current, I'm gonna have to do a quick hard pivot to get inside that opening. Going through, going through. And the current's throwing me side to side. Yeah, I'm trying to compensate. Yes, sir. Ride 'em, cowboy. And don't hit the wall.
What you doing today, Greg? Sea bass drivers?
Alright, and then another bridge to go through. What did I hear fall? I don't know. Alright. Something, I heard just something fall on the back.
Shark Ocean Ave, lock and load. Be a couple of us outbound here when you get a chance.
Good morning, Captain.
Morning. Thanks, Shark Rail. Deborah K. Clear. Have a great morning.
Man, that sun is killing me. Oh my goodness. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. I can't see squat. Oh, that's better. There's the bridge there. Who knew? Alright, got one more bridge to go through. This is the opening area that during Labor Day had boats scattered everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, it was just not even idle. It was just bumping in and out of gear, trying to get through everybody. And there was no channel this way. There was just thousands of boats everywhere. Maybe even 10,000. Alright, let me catch up to that boat. And the bridge is already open. I hope I can get there in time, or they're going to wait for me. I've got 2 more boats behind me. Ocean Avenue Bridge, checkmate.
Go ahead, checkmate.
Yeah, good morning. Are you going to be able to keep it open a little longer for other 3 of us to come through?
Where are you?
Just looking at you right now. I'm about 2 minutes, minute and a half from you on going on the outbound.
Sure, Captain, no problem.
Thank you very kindly. Guys behind me want to go. I throw a whole lot more weight than they do. And there's a kayaker up here. He's probably used to it. I'm not the only one that speeds through here. I'm not really speeding, but I'm probably throwing more of a weight than they like. But I need to get through. Alrighty. The open ocean. It's already bouncy. Thank you, Ocean. How wonderful to check me out.
You're welcome, Captain. Are you going to be coming back?
Nope, I'm doing the Great Loops. I'm heading to New York.
Safe travel.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ocean Ave. Denver K clear. Have a good morning.
All right, let's get it going. Got to get out of these guys' way behind me. Don't be rolly like this.
Ocean Avenue Bridge is clear and is now coming down.
Oh man. This ain't gonna be fun if this is what I gotta contend with, and I'm gonna be going that way. Oh no! This is gonna suck! Oh my goodness. Looks like about 3, if I measure from the middle to the top, on some of the taller ones, 3, 3.5 maybe through there. Looks flat, doesn't it? But no! Alright, let's head north. Important thing, 45 sunblock. I'm going to be out all day, even though I'm under this enclosure. The sun's at my side, it's reflecting off the water. The boat's bouncing around. Oh man. So, always preach putting on sunblock. Heading to New York. 4.5 hours to go. Got these rollers to contend with, but it's very doable. I'll take rollers over heavy chop any day. Lied down, laid down, lied down. It's flat. It is absolutely beautiful out. Couldn't ask for a nicer day.
Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. Stuck it up and I'm down, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming, just wait and see. It's a good.
So if anybody noticed, a piece of blue tape on my windshield, what that is that is my Wyze camera connected up to my Starlink. I've got it facing forward, so my two brothers can watch me come into New York live. doing a live feed of entrance to New York. And no, I'm not giving it out to the public. Well, there's New York City just off in the distance here. And it was calm out, fairly calm for almost the majority of the trip. Sandy Hook is this point right here. And the plan is to go around Sandy Hook, around the north side of it, and then head into the Hudson Bay. Out of nowhere, the wind kicked up. Thank goodness it's coming from the bow, and this boat really handles rough water nice. I'm so proud of this thing. It's one of the reasons I chose this boat, is it just plows through the waves like nothing. It's crazy. I know the camera makes it look like it's really flat out, which relatively for the ocean it is, but the wind's really howling. Coming up to New York, and I'm about to cross the line between New Jersey and New York in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to New York. So, I've already been treated to some action this morning. The police just found a body floating under the Verrazano Bridge. So, welcome to New York. How you doing? This was the East Coast milestone, entering New York and seeing the Statue of Liberty for the first time. So I had to get a picture, and I pulled the throttles back to idle, walked out to the bow, and did some posing. I had goosebumps the whole time. It was a very, very cool experience.
So high, I can fight them all. It's gonna feel. There's a fire underneath my feet, got me rolling like a river deep. Let it flow, 'cause I know it, my soul's to lift me up. Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. Stuck it up in a down, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming. Just wait and see. It's a good.
One of my milestones was going from Florida to New York. When I hit New York, that was going to be a woohoo for me. So there's New York, so woohoo. And I'm hungry. My lunch is going to be a little celebration, and I love shrimp. So I've got a little tray of peeled shrimp. So I'm going to devour it and enjoy it with the background of New York City and the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. I'm getting goosebumps. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge. I'm going under it in my boat. I've been over it before, back when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. But, man, this is, I'm getting chill bumps right now. This is pretty amazing. And I'm just gonna cruise under it in my boat, because I'm retired. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. The gateway to New York. So I'm heading towards the Statue of Liberty, and there are two giant vessels anchored directly in my magenta line on my Navionics. So I'm going to have to go out of follow me mode and hand steer around these guys because they're anchored. I finally made it. There she is in all her glory. New York City. How you doing? No, how you doing? Well, I am parked here behind Hellas Island, and I'm giving it second thoughts because it is a really rolly here. The waves coming off these dang boats are just nuts. I mean, look at them. I'm trying to stand. There's no way I can stand up. And I'm not exaggerating. I am doing my best. I got my feet stuck straight out. Of course, I'm up in the fly bridge, so that amplifies it with the moment of tilt. So hopefully downstairs it's not going to be that bad, because otherwise I'm going to have to get out of here. So they were right that it's roly-poly. They say it's worth it. I hope it is. I'm going to go downstairs and see how bad it is now. I'm parked just down from the Statue of Liberty, right behind Ellis Island, waiting for the nighttime of New York City's lights. I don't know if it's worth it or not. It's for all of you coming down here to park down near the anchorage here near Ellis Island, this is what you have to deal with, just so you know.
This is the next generation we're talking about here, isn't it, gentlemen? With some of these young drivers. Talk salary, what about him? The crowd strike. I like these young guys. LMP2 down the crowd strike, the 0-4, that's PA 4 to the new boots and some fuel. And it looks like Porsche won the race on pit road. Gets to go all the way to the back.
So to keep myself from getting seasick, I tried laying down. I tried turning the TV on and listening to a car race. I tried looking at the internet on my iPad. I tried everything just to keep my mind off of the bouncing and rocking back and forth, because I felt like any second I was going to get seasick. I did finally make it through it because I really, really wanted to see the night lights of downtown New York. This is my bed for tonight. With it being so rocky and rolly, I'm sleeping on the salon floor. Rolled out my camping mattress and a blanket, and that's my bed for tonight. That's the most stable place in the boat I can find. And it's still pretty radical. I'm trying to sleep, and then all of a sudden this storm rolls in, and it's got its own wind from a different direction, and it's tossing me all over the place and raining. I don't know if I'm ever going to get any sleep tonight. Good morning. Sleeping on the floor, even though you've got a mat, isn't terrible, but it never calmed down all night. Storms kept running through, and oh my gosh, right now it's not bad. It's actually holding fairly still. So, coffee. I'm gonna have, let's see here, let me open. man. Rain, storms everywhere. Oh, look at downtown here. Oh my goodness. So, plan is to head out now. I want to get out of here before another wave comes through, and just start heading up the Hudson. And I think I'm gonna stay at a marina because I just bouncing around was killing me yesterday. I don't know that it was worth it just to see the lights of night lights in New York. But I did it. It's in the record book, so I'm heading out. Yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee, check out the boat, and crank it up and get. Okay, I'm headed out. It's drizzling, blowing, cold. I've got my jacket on. It's still cold, so it's probably like 9 degrees. I don't know what it is. It's probably in the upper 50s or something, but it's with the wind chill, it's killing me. So there's New York through the rain-dotted windshield, and I'm gonna beat feet north, get out of here. Right now it's 5:45 a.m. and there are no ferries running, so it's fairly calm. It's nice. In fact, it's flat compared to the way it's been in the past 24 hours. So I'm gonna head north up the Hudson. Let's go. So this is the Hudson River, and the predictions for winds were supposed to be 4 to 6 out of the northwest. Right. I tell you, predictions are always so far off. It's crazy. It's blowing like 30 out of the northeast, and it's white capping everywhere. Can't open the windshield, so you have to see through the windshield because it's blowing so hard it would be freezing me, plus the spray's coming in. Man, oh man. Another 18 miles to go before I get to my overnight parking. So I was just getting beat up too much on the Hudson River. My back is just too sensitive for the constant pounding that I was getting out there with the whitecaps. So I had to cut my distance short. I was going to a marina. Instead, I pulled into this anchorage, really nice anchorage actually, called Boland Park. And there's actually one write-up from like 2015 or something. So, 100 years ago. Whether it's still legal to park in here or not, I don't know. There are no signs saying I can't. It's a neighborhood around me and half of a city around me. But and that over there is a park, picnic tables and all that stuff. So if this is cool, and I've found a really, really neat spot. So thank goodness for this wonderful, calm spot that I've anchored in. Last night was not fun whatsoever. I got absolutely no sleep. It was miserable. So was it worth being miserable for just seeing the nights at New York? For me, no. Sorry to say. I'm glad I did it. It's going to be a memory that I'll cherish forever. But it wasn't fun. I was 3 seconds from being seasick almost the whole night. and that wasn't pleasant. Anyway, so now I'm in this nice, quiet, calm area. The boat's sitting perfectly still, which is wonderful. I'm going to hit the sack, and I really want to thank everybody for coming along and just being there, knowing that you're there, watching the video, and the people that are giving the wonderful comments. Warms my heart. So the plan tomorrow is to get up bright and early, hit the Hudson, head north for some new, fresh scenery. So till tomorrow, good night.
It's a good, good